Welcome back to The Awakening. I'm Father Justin Waltz, and this is video number 3 in our opening series describing our mission here at The Awakening. Where we have been in the world, where we're at right now, and where we are going. And we're piecing the puzzle pieces of private revelation together. So if you haven't seen video number 1 and video number 2, link below, please go back and watch those as they present themselves in a linear fashion. And don't forget to subscribe. If you ended with video number 2, you know the question is this. When did the demonic attack that Pope Leo XIII saw in the late 1800s begin? And we believe that it began at Fatima, because a sign was given at Fatima that is so significant that most people don't even know happened. And it was magnificent. Now, at Fatima, which is in Portugal, a tiny little town, back in 1917, the Blessed Virgin Mary was sent by God and appeared to 3 children in that area. And lots of things were said and miracles happened. The children saw a vision of hell. Our Lady asked that Soviet communist Russia at the time be consecrated to her. And then at the end of it, the miracle of the sun happened. And this is what's so absolutely unbelievable, everyone. 70,000 people showed up for this final apparition of Our Lady to these children because it had been all over the press. Now, again, most people don't know anything about this. It was a rainy day, 70,000 people there. It's 1917. Everybody's sopping wet. The vision happens, and at the end of it, the clouds part and the sun appears. And at this point, it is recounted that the sun begins to spin like a disc, pulsating light everywhere, and plunges towards the earth. The people who were there said they thought it was the end of the world. Everybody goes down, and then it's over. And 70,000 people are completely dry as if it hadn't rained at all, and it's a bright sunny day. That is a magnificent sign from heaven and potentially the timestamp as to when the 100 years began. Heaven was coming to warn and protect us. Now, could go on for a long time about that. And we'll maybe cover some other stuff about those visions in the future. But I just want you to consider for 1 second, from 1917 to 2017, the amount of evil that has been unleashed in the world. Now, at Fatima, the Blessed Virgin Mary said that World War I would end, and it did. But she said if we didn't repent, a worse war was coming. World War II. Think about the evils of World War II. Millions of people died. It was a second world war. The concentration camps of Nazi Germany and the millions that were killed in the Holocaust. We developed nuclear weapons and used them at the end of the war. But that wasn't the last war. Then there was Korea. After that, there was Vietnam. After that, there was the first war in Iraq. Then there was 9/11 and a second war in Iraq. And that's just a summary of the wars. That's not even including the other conflicts. Then you have all of the moral evils that have been unleashed in the world from 1917 to 2017. So for example, in 1973, we legalized abortion. Now in the United States alone, somewhere around 67 to 70 million plus children in the womb have been killed. That means that like 70 million people, everyone, are not in our population. Just think about that for a moment. It is estimated on a global level that 2 billion children have been killed in the womb via abortion. But that's not the end of the moral evils. Then you have all of the evils on the internet. Now let's just take pornography. The internet can be used for a lot of good things. We're using it for one right now. It's speculated that there's like hundreds, if not thousands of years of pornography on the internet, meaning that if you started with video number 1 and you just kept watching, it would take you like hundreds to 1,000 plus years to be able to watch and consume all of that pornography and the devastating effects that it has had on men and women, marriages, purity from a religious standpoint, and it goes on. Then there is the religious side of things. Like never before in salvation history, more people have fallen away from their faith than we have ever seen in salvation history. It's like the opposite of the apostles in the first 500 years, plus bringing in people. We have been hemorrhaging people during that time. There have been evils in the church. The scandal is as public as anything is. That horrific evil happened right within the church. And then there's all the division. I mean, you get on anything right now, and all you see is division. And now we're seeing more wars and the threat of even larger wars. And the evil just keeps going on. It's hard to argue that something extraordinarily spiritually significant, like the unleashing of Lucifer and the demonic from hell, hasn't happened when you look back in history over the last 100 years and you calculate the evil. Yeah, there's evil in every generation, but not like that. And so the question then becomes, how do we turn this ship around? And we believe that God, through private revelation, has also revealed that and actually has already begun. And it's the reason why we're called the Awakening. In our next video, we're going to share all about our mission, what's going on in the world right now, and where we are going. Until then, I'm Father Justin Waltz, and this is The Awakening.